Happy New Year! Happy New Year, everybody! I am on today. I'm going to talk quietly. My whole family's here, and the second my 5-year-old hears that I'm on a live video, he's going to want to come in here and be the star of the show. So I am going to tell you about this. I would love to give you a little in the mirror pep talk for 2020. Because I had an interesting experience recently, and the psychology part, like my interest in psychology and my experience in marketing and education in both really clicked on, and I had to ask a million questions. And luckily, the person I had this experience with was just so open, right? So your pep talk is kind of based on an experience I had with this person at a networking event. So I go to this networking event, I'm talking to this woman, and I tell her what I do. I'm a wardrobe stylist. I have a background in psych and marketing. I help women align their closets and their confidence with their biggest goals. And she went, "Oh, yeah." And I was like, "Oh," I was so interested in that response. She's like, "Oh, it's not you. It's just, I don't know if I have the time and energy to put into something, or like, I don't know if I should really invest. I could use the help in the style and image for business area, but I don't know if it's a high priority for me to invest in this year." Which sometimes is code for lots of different things, I find. But I was like, "Oh, that's so interesting. How does it lie on your priorities, or what makes you say that?" And she says, "Well, it's just kind of like an extra. It's a goodie. It's not as important as other marketing things that I need to be focusing on." And I was like, "Oh, that's very interesting too. Okay." And then we got to it. She was like, "It's just kind of vain, and I wouldn't want anyone to like find out that I invested in that this year instead of, a website complete overhaul, or, whatever was the other thing on her priority list for marketing." And I was like, that is interesting. You just feel like it's so vain. And what I would love to tell the naysayers in everybody's heads when it comes to style and wanting to look your best and all those things, it's really not about what other people think, and that's vanity, right? Vanity is really like, I'm going to look a certain way so I live up to certain standards so I get certain things from the world. What I actually work with is confidence over compliments. Instead of those compliments, instead of living up to only those standards, I would love it if you were just confident in the mirror every day. So your 2020 pep talk from me is, even if you don't end up getting a service, taking a course, joining my membership where you can get help, even if you don't do any of that, please remember that your own confidence in the mirror is so much more powerful than other people's compliments. Other people's compliments are over here. Compliments are great. They're nice, sure. But compliments have to do with like other people's standards and living up to those. What confidence is being completely yourself and liking it a lot and feeling good in your own skin. That kind of confidence, that will take you further. Not only does it feel warm and fuzzy when you look in the mirror and feel you throughout the day, it feels wonderful, makes you take those big leaps, makes you make those big ass confidence closes. Anybody in sales, you know it. And we're all kind of in sales if we have a business. That is what's going to fuel so much more in your life. Confidence is, rather than just living up to those compliments and living up to those standards. We as women are like held to very weird standards, right? When we think about it, it's like, oh, you have to be attractive, but you can't be slutty, right? Got to be attractive, but not too attractive. Don't try too much. You got to try. Don't try too much. We're always stuck in this rock and a hard place baloney stuff. Like, if you try too hard, it's too much. You want to be fun, but don't be annoying. You want to be outspoken and stand for but don't be crass. It's just other people's stuff. So if you get very quiet in the mirror and you think about taking away all those other voices, all those shoulds from society, your own mom, other female relatives. I had amazing ones. They might be watching. It's fine. But some clients have not. Friends, social media, who you're following. If you take away all the shoulds and just pare it down to really what makes you feel confident, that is the amazing thing I want you to feel in the mirror for 2020. And what happens is there's this psychological chain of events that happens. It's an upward spiral instead of a downward spiral. We've all done the downward spiral in the mirror where we zero in on something we dislike. It's a super big pore or cellulite on your thighs or a little bit of a muffin top, and we zero in on that, and boy, can we you ever spiral down about something to the point where you don't even want to get dressed. You have nothing to wear and you're not getting dressed and you're not going. All right, done. But that's not the way to feeling more confident and feeling better and getting things done. You just cannot just opt out of a lot of things in your life, especially if you run a business, especially if you are a woman in business. You just can't opt out of everything in person or online or photography. You can't opt out. If you want to go forward with it, you have to do it, but you have to do it in your way and confidently. And that's kind of where I come in. I like to help you find that upward spiral. So the upward spiral is when you feel super confident, your feelings for yourself get very positive in the mirror. When the feelings are positive, then your thoughts are positive. When those thoughts are positive, and you know how positive thoughts what they can do for you. When the thoughts are positive, then your actions are more positive for yourself. And as soon as you do those positive actions for yourself and your life, then you get good feelings again. So it's just this upward spiral and this cycle that goes and goes and goes. Positive feelings leading to positive thoughts, leading to positive actions, leading to more positive feelings, and it just goes up. You start feeling like you in the mirror, and actually I would challenge you to feel like you 5 years from now that's already the almost slightly scary version that has almost maybe, if you saw yourself on the street, you'd maybe be a tiny bit intimidated because she is killing it. That's who I want you to see in the mirror and realize she's already you. She's standing right there. She's you in the mirror. You are her. So that is your 2020 pep talk. I want you to feel so amazingly confident in the mirror. But the problem is sometimes we get all confused because we hear oh, she wears sweatpants to the grocery store. Oh, can't do that, but don't be too fancy, right? It's that rock and a hard place thing again. We get stuck in it as women, and it's our responsibility to not put ourselves in that mind prison of everybody's expectations. You have to feel rock solid confident in yourself and what you're wearing and your image in the mirror to yourself and to everybody else out there. That is your identity. We make really fast snap decisions visually, because those are the shortcuts that our brain it's been wired to make over thousands, millions of years, right? So we make very snap judgments visually about people, places, things, all sorts of things, just to create this very quick shortcut in our minds. But you can take control of it. If you feel super confident, the first thing they're going to think is confident. And that puts them at ease, especially, potential clients and customers. When you are confident, they go into an easy place where they feel oh, I can trust this person. They know what they're doing. They will take control and they'll do the thing they say they're going to do, and they'll use my money towards what they say they're going to do. It makes them just feel more at ease. If they're investing in you, they need to feel that ease and comfort, and that first comes from your confidence. Isn't that crazy? You have control of the room when it comes to them saying yes. You do, which is fantastic. but sometimes feels like a big burden because you don't know how to dress or what your style is or how you're going to feel confident, but that's where I come in and I like to help with that. So for 2020, I haven't even mentioned the thing yet. Probably shouldn't bury the lead. I don't know if you're on my email list, you've seen some emails about this already. You're going to see a few more reminders for the rest of the day. If you follow me, if you're on my Instagram or in my membership group already, you've seen it that I'm doing a 2020 sale. Guys, I thought I was so friggin' clever when I came up with this at midnight last night. 20 hours, 20% off for 2020. And it's 20% off everything. Membership, fees, it's 20% off online courses and programs. It's even 20% off personal sessions with me, both virtually and in person. And I almost never, other than past clients and membership members, owner society members, those are the only people that get a little bit of a discount off of personal sessions with me. And especially since the show, like I have to be very careful with that and my time. But I wanted to give everybody 20% off that to experience it and give themselves a leg up. Like I won't cure cancer, but I can make some wonderful, did you hear my kids screaming? Ugh. Timer's ticking. Some wonderful woman somewhere feel confident enough to ace that interview. And maybe she makes a bigger difference in the world than I ever could. Or maybe the show makes a little girl somewhere think that, she can do anything and accomplish really cool big goals, or she can be a scientist or an artist, and she'll make a bigger impact and a bigger ripple than I ever will. So you get 20% off even personal sessions, but only for today, only until midnight. You don't need a code for the courses or the membership. It's all marked down on the website. You can just go to the site up in the description, mystyleclass.com. Up at the top, you'll see courses, you'll see membership, you'll see sessions. Sessions is the only one that you'll need a code for. You'll need 2020 sale, all one word, is the code. I'll put that in the comments too, so you don't lose it. Because you will need that to schedule it with me. But I'm basically just doing that because I know 2020 is going to be amazing. 2019 was amazing. I launched a show on Amazon Prime. Like, there's stuff in the background that's happening with that. For everybody who's asked, you're so kind and sweet, and you're like checking in. As soon as I have news about like where it's going to land and who's going to own it and who's going to buy it and who's going to sponsor it, I will let you know. Things are in the works, but sometimes it takes time. For an impatient person who likes to shoot from the hip, hello, I made a sale up at midnight last night. It is hard to wait, but I will tell you as soon as possible. So I got to launch a show in 2019. My business grew. I went from making like $2K, maybe $3K a month to landing $10K in a weekend in sales. Like, things have blown up and my time is crunched, but I have brought on a team now that is amazing. So I'm just excited to flex all these cool new muscles and help you in new virtual ways. And I hope you take advantage of it because I don't do sales that often. Sometimes I do a birthday sale in the summer. Sometimes I don't. If I don't have time to do it, if I'm just hanging out with my kiddo. And almost always I do a Black Friday sale. And so that's kind of it. So for I've never done a New Year's Day sale before, but you should check it out. If you have been putting this on the back burner and saying, it's not a priority, I would disagree. Even if you don't work with me, I would disagree because you are a piece of your marketing walking around in the world every day, in person, just running errands, excuse me, doing a million different things, everything from work to casual things in your life, all those different platforms you're being seen on online, it all matters, but it can be so much easier than you're making it in your head. Do you ever make something really hard in your head? I make vacuuming very hard in my head. This year's the year I get it cleaner. But I make vacuuming very hard in my head. Whereas cleaning the bathroom, not so hard in my head. I'm like, oh, I can do that while he's taking a bath. It's done. Takes a few minutes. Dressing for your version of success can be just as easy as I make it in my head. You know, it's all perception, and I can teach you the tricks and show you the ropes and other sayings to make it easy for you and impactful in your life and your business. So check out that sale at the link above. Again, for personal sessions, you will need a code, but for everything else, you don't. I'll put the code in the comments, but it's just 2020 sale, all one word. It's only good until midnight. It's 20% off for 20 hours. You get it? 2020. I did a thing. Guys, this is what my hair does when I don't blow dry it. So, if you're wondering, why does she look different today? Well, it's because I'm wearing less makeup because it's New Year's Day and we're about to go hunt some Pokemon with our son. So I'm going on a walk outside. But this is what my hair looks like when I don't blow dry it or curl it. It just gets like, can't even say it's curly. Can I even say it's wavy? It's just kind of naturally messy. But with a hat, it looks okay. And thank goodness for hats today. All right, guys, enjoy the sale. So many people have jumped on board already, and I'm thrilled to have some like new, happy, fresh faces in the membership already. So come join us, join the party, and maybe I'll do a special little bonus for everybody that jumps on. Who knows? All right. Have a great, happy New Year. Happy 2020.